Hi guys, this is my very first vlog in English and my first ever voiceover too. I hope you enjoy it. So our recent trip to Hokkaido, Japan got us really into skiing. Riding down those powder slopes felt unreal, totally unlike anything we'd ever done before. So less than a week after we got back to Korea, we were off again, this time to a ski resort in Gangwon province, known as the winter sports capital of Korea for its mountainous terrain. And as you can probably tell from the video, I'm still at a beginner level when it comes to skiing. I'm seriously thinking about taking some private lessons before I come back next year. If I could ski even half as well as my jakgung does, I'd be more than happy. We hadn't really been working out this winter, totally blamed it on the cold. So we picked up an app slider, hoping it helped us to tone up a bit. This was us the day after trying it for the first time, and we were so sore we could barely even roll the thing. One weekend, we took the streets with others calling for the president's impeachment. We are proud we were part of that moment. And finally, spring is here. We went for a walk in the park near my place and stumbled upon this outdoor workout area. It was way more well-equipped than I expected. In Korea, we call it a sansu장, a kind of made-up word that means mountain gym. And if you've been watching my YouTube channel, you probably already know that our favorite couple sport is tennis. Yes, my jakgung has been playing since university, so he's pretty advanced while I'm still catching up. I only started taking lessons and practicing about 3 years ago, but over those 3 years, we've been playing together at least twice a week, sometimes even more. And it's obviously helped me get better. I'd like to say big thanks to my jakgung for sticking with me even when I couldn't even hold a racket properly at first. I wouldn't be where I am now without all his support and those countless practice sessions. And I've picked up lessons lately again. I'm hoping to play a real match this summer, so stay tuned. I think my forehand's actually not that bad, but my backhand serve, well, the rest of almost everything else is still work in progress. And if you're watching this, leave a comment if you got any advice. And we've got this foodie club that meets regularly, usually once every few months. And this time, we made our way to a town called Garibongdong, which is home to one of the largest Chinatowns in Korea. It was actually my first visit there, and I was really surprised by how authentic it felt. Street vendors were speaking Chinese, all the signs were in Chinese, and it really felt like I'm stepped into China without even leaving Korea. Anyway, here's what we ordered. Some of the dishes weren't exactly our cup of tea, but we still had fun trying all the exotic flavors. And one day after work, I went to a concert together with my colleagues, but halfway through the performance, the instrument malfunctioned and they had to cancel the show. Total bummer. This was a historic day for my country, and I was watching live when the verdict was delivered. Huge kudos to the Constitutional Court of Korea. Now we'll be electing a new president in June. That same day, when the president was officially removed from the office, I happened to overhear a group of ajumma making some pretty harsh remarks about the younger generation, things like, "You don't know what it's like to live in a communist country," and blaming us for Yoon's impeachment. I mean, as much as I hate to admit it, this country is deeply polarized and it shows in moments like this. One rainy weekend, we visited a Korean tofu restaurant. And as you can see, typical Korean meals come with a bunch of different side dishes. We also got kodari gui with our lunch combo. Kodari means semi-dried potluck and gui means grilled. So the way I like to eat it is by mixing a bowl of rice into the sundubu right in the pot. Then I take a spoonful with different side dishes, one bite with kimchi, another with kodari. And on our way out, I took a quick shot of the interior. It was decorated with tons of butternut squash. And on the wall, there was a sign saying that cold bean noodles are back on the menu. It's a seasonal dish that's only available during the summer. We actually thought about buying it, but then we remembered that we can actually buy just bottled versions at supermarkets, so we decided to skip it. After lunch, we stopped by a flower shop near the restaurant. Right at the entrance, there were different kinds of plant pots on display, different sizes, shapes, and styles. And after a quick browse, we headed straight to the main area where you can actually pick out and purchase flowers and plants.
너무 예쁘다. 내가 보고 온 게
I
이건데.
really wanted to purchase this purple flower. I forgot the name of it, but I think it had something French in it. But anyhow, it turned out to be too big for our window ledge, so I had to pass. So I ended up choosing from the smaller ones instead, and they all looked so pretty. It was so hard to pick just one. So we brought two home with us. The prices started at just 2,000 won, which was reasonable, I think. In total, we paid 10,000 won for two flowers and one pot. On our way to dinner, a beautiful sunset caught our eye through the bus window. Spring often brings terrible air quality because of fine dust, but this was one of those rare clear days after several gray and hazy ones. The park by the Han River was packed with people enjoying the cherry blossoms. It really felt like spring. This Friday night, we had dinner at a Japanese restaurant in Yeouido. They offer a pretty solid course menu for two people at 59,000 Korean won. Instead of separate tables, the seating is at a large U-shaped bar. So it might not be so ideal for a group of more than four. It might be a little bit tricky to have a proper conversation. Here's what was served during dinner. As you'd expect from a Japanese restaurant, there were plenty of raw fish-based dishes, including sashimi and sushi. About 10 small plates came out, each with surprisingly generous portions. I think they changed up the menu a bit with the seasons. It was slightly different from what we had the first time. All in all, we were very happy and satisfied with the restaurant, and I'm already looking forward to our next visit. On our way home, we decided to take a short walk to help digest and enjoy the cherry blossoms. Spring was definitely in the air, and so was love. There were couples everywhere. That's it for today's vlog. Hope you liked my first voiceover. I'll be back with a travel video next, so stay tuned. Bye!